Love it or hate it, it can't be denied that social media is a whole lot more entertaining with content from TikTok in the mix. Now, who exactly is behind this social media giant? Meet the uber-secretive Chinese billionaire behind TikTok who made over $12 billion in 2018 and called Trump's demands to sell the app unreasonable. The 36-year-old software engineer who founded the app's parent company now has a net worth of $16.2 billion according to Forbes estimates. Zhang Yiming is the founder and chief executive of Beijing ByteDance Technology Co., one of China's largest internet technology conglomerates that is quickly eclipsing other online content platforms with its unmatched ability to draw in younger social media users. The apps in ByteDance's portfolio include Toutiao, a popular content platform in China, as well as TikTok, the video-based social media app quickly becoming popular with Gen Z. Founded in 2012, ByteDance is valued at $75 billion and brings in around 1 billion monthly users globally, and it is considered by some as the world's most valuable startup. Despite being one of the wealthiest people in China as ranked by the Bloomberg Billionaires Index, Zhang is extremely private, and very little is known about his personal life.
Let's get down to business.
Douyin, the Chinese version of the TikTok app, was developed in 200 days. By September 2018, TikTok had surpassed Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Snapchat in monthly installs, with more than 1 billion downloads. In the year 2018, Zhang Yiming made over $12 billion, taking his net worth to over $16 billion. Before we go into how Zhang Yiming became the multi-billionaire that he is today, it's important that we take note of the three companies that he founded and helped develop: Toutiao, ByteDance, and perhaps his most famous contribution, TikTok. ByteDance is a multinational internet tech company in Beijing that develops core products and services like Toutiao, a content platform that is prominent across China, and TikTok, the massive social media platform that took the world by storm. ByteDance as a whole has an estimated face value of $75 billion. Because of this, Zhang's personal wealth is estimated to be at $22.6 billion, which makes him the 9th richest person in all of China. Talk about hitting the top 10 in less than 10 years. Now let's look at Zhang's early life and career beginnings. Zhang was born on the 1st of April 1983. He enrolled at Nankai University in Tianjin in 2001, and he majored in microelectronics. However, he soon switched his major to software engineering and graduated by the year 2005. Zhang graduated from Nankai University in 2005, marrying his college sweetheart, where he started off studying microelectronics before switching his major to software engineering. This being said, the couple reportedly does not have any children, according to the South China Morning Post. Prior to founding ByteDance, Zhang worked at a travel website named Kixin, and he was the company's 5th employee and first ever engineer. He was soon promoted to be the company's technical director. 2 years later, in 2008, Zhang began to work for Microsoft, but he was no longer feeling fulfilled with the work he was doing, and he was feeling held down by the corporate hierarchical structure of the company. He left Microsoft a year later to become part of a startup called Fanfu. Unfortunately, the startup didn't pan out very well either, as it soon failed. Eventually, Zhang found himself back at Kixin when he took over the company's real estate search business just as it was about to be acquired by Expedia. After this, Zhang founded his very first company, 99fang.com. However, Zhang began to notice a rising trend. He began to see how users preferred using their smartphones over computers, which prompted him to think of the next big thing. Having a eureka moment, Zhang hired a manager to take over as CEO of 99fang. He then quit. Zhang left the company in the hands of the new CEO, and he began ByteDance in 2012. Zhang had the vision to show users content of value by using recommendations that are powered by artificial intelligence, which, at the time, was not as welcome of a concept as it is today. Because of this, many venture capitalists were not sold on his idea, and Zhang had trouble securing some funding for his new business venture. However, that all changed when the Susquehanna International Group decided to invest in Zhang's startup company. By August of 2012, ByteDance launched Toutiao, and it soon became a massive hit. In 2 years' time, the Toutiao news app had attracted more than 12 million daily active users. Naturally, venture capitalists became very interested in the company. In fact, some of them even changed their minds. An example of this is Sequoia Capital, which had rejected Zhang when he initially asked them for funding. They finally saw the method to his madness and had dumped in a whopping $100 million into ByteDance by 2014. ByteDance has continued to reach new heights by September 2015. That's when the company launched TikTok, otherwise known as Douyin in China. As you can guess, the app was a massive hit. Millennials were instantly attracted to the cool, new app and they began creating their own content across the platform. They were hooked. However, ByteDance did not stop there. The company bought Musical.ly a year later for roughly $800 million and integrated the platform into TikTok. What advice can Zhang give to young aspiring entrepreneurs? And we all know what happened over the last few years. TikTok has soared to massive new heights. Back in August, TikTok announced that it had a whopping 50 million daily active users in the United States alone. It claimed that by July, the app had roughly 689 million global monthly active users, and it had already surpassed 2 billion downloads across the globe in over 200 countries. Analysts have also reported that the lockdowns imposed across various countries have led people to consume more content on social media, and TikTok is clearly one of the frontrunners. Considering its growth over the past few years and how it's been doing as of late, it's safe to say that the social platform will be around for quite some time and will continue to dominate social media. As much as I would love to deep dive further into the life of Zhang Yiming and how he spends his time on a day-to-day basis, there is very little that is known about him aside from his work, and he keeps a very low profile. This being said, Zhang was part of Forbes' 30 Under 30 list for China, and he was one of Time magazine's most influential people of 2019. The privately held company is backed by shareholders including Sequoia Capital China, SoftBank Group Corp., KKR & Co., and General Atlantic. TikTok became the most downloaded iOS app worldwide in the first quarter of 2019, according to the US research app Sensor Tower. Its popularity has borne social phenomena such as Lil Nas X's hit song, Old Town Road, while brands such as Burberry, Poshmark, and Calvin Klein have capitalized on its Gen Z stronghold through popular challenges. However, ByteDance is routinely scrutinized by the Chinese government for its lack of filtering fake news and violent and sexual content for its users as young as 12 years old. When the average person thinks of the founder of Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg's name and face would probably be the first that come to mind. However, Zuckerberg wasn't alone in creating the world's largest social network. He had help. In fact, he had a lot of help. A man you probably haven't come across until today and who just so happens to be one of the world's richest people. His net worth, a whopping $17.5 billion and counting. Click away on the How Dustin Moskovitz Made His Billions video to see how he was able to accomplish such a feat.